I put a sock in my underpants to look bigger down there. After all, I was afraid that everyone would know about my flow and laugh at me like my first girlfriend.
Take your clothes off, bruh. Let's hit the showers.
No, I'm in a hurry. I'll just take a shower at home. If only I knew what awaited me at home that day, I wouldn't have gone there at all. As a teenager, I hoped that my little friend would grow, and every day I would measure it with a ruler. I did that until I was 18. Yet, the miracle never happened, and now, in order to look cooler, I try to make up for my flow with my body, clothes, and a car.
You know what they say about people with big cars? They have tiny things in their pants.
That mockery happened quite often. But it wasn't worse than my first time with a girl. Because she laughed right in my face.
Oh, the actor had a much bigger one in the film!
Since then, I told myself that no one would ever see me naked again. I didn't date any girls for 5 years. One day, Christy accidentally appeared in my life. At first, we just texted. Then we met in person. I fell in love, but did everything in my power not to be alone with her. After all, I knew that no sock could help me in that situation. I miraculously managed to avoid intimacy with her for a year. Even today, in our anniversary, I lied and told her that I was busy. But all of a sudden, Christy showed up at my house.
I don't know what you are doing today, but it can wait.
But how did you find out where I live? Christy said that she asked my friend Mark for the keys. In return, she introduced him to her hottest girlfriend.
Let's go. We have wasted so much time already.
I was shaken and didn't know what was worse, get naked or to lose my beloved girlfriend. I felt so good in her arms, but the thoughts about my flow didn't let me relax. I'm sorry, I really have to go. For a year, Christy believed in my excuses, but she ran out of passions.
If you think I'm ugly, just say it.
I saw her tears for the first time, and they led me to make the most important decision of my life. Surgery. The ultimate roulette. My friend had to be bigger, or I would have to forget all about intimacy forever. It's not about you, don't cry. I didn't mean to upset you, but I'm going to have surgery and will be in recovery for a month. Christy demanded details and asked to come with me, but I said no. No, I'll go alone. However, I want to see you in the same outfit here in a month. Unfortunately, my test results were not good. I tried to force myself to grow down there many times in the past by taking not certified pills I found on the internet. They were quite harmful to my health.
I'm not sure that your heart can handle the surgery.
I had a choice to make, change my life or lose it. I decided to go all in. After, what need did I have for a life in which I had to keep a sock in my underwear at all times? I took full responsibility for the surgery and wanted the anesthesia to kick in as soon as possible. Suddenly, I heard Christie's voice. I thought I was dreaming, but she told the doctors to stop the surgery.
I know about everything. You shouldn't do this. If you do, you will never see me again.
As it turned out, Christie found the clinic's brochure at my place. She put all the pieces together and rushed to save me. I returned home quite depressed because now my girlfriend knew about my problem. Yet, she didn't run away. On the contrary, she stayed with me and was so gentle. The worst day turned into the best night of my life. In the morning, Christie told me,
I won't lie to you. You don't have a big one, but you're very good at using it, unlike some of my ex-partners.
Christie's ex-boyfriends only thought about themselves in bed, and I was the first one who cared about her comfort and pleasure. That was when I realized that what's important is not the size of you have in your pants, but your self-confidence.
When my girlfriends and I talked about our husbands, I would always exaggerate my Harry's positive qualities, because I knew that he was secretly watching us. So why not make him happy? After all, Harry always did nice things to me.
Take this. Happy anniversary.
The next morning, he decided to book us a resort. Now, don't be too quick to judge me. I wasn't with him for money, quite the opposite. I chose Harry because he wasn't rich. I earned so much more money than my husband, but he was not aware of it. I did not want to hurt his self-esteem, so I secretly changed our economy class seats to business and told him that the airline had done it for free, in honor of our first anniversary. My husband believed me, just like he believed his own charisma.
They have never seen such a perfect couple.
You might be wondering why I needed him. Well, because he was naive, and I knew for sure that he would never betray me. I had dealt with enough cheating at that point. My ex was a famous businessman, and his handsome, confident face was in every business magazine cover. Because of that, there was a long line of gold diggers. After the divorce, I went with Harry. Even after renting a cheap car and getting helplessly stuck in the middle of the road, he was better than my ex. Two charming girls offered to give us a ride to the hotel. Harry kept telling unfunny jokes all the way there, and the girls giggled so they wouldn't upset him. I put on my headphones to distance myself from the embarrassment and pretended to be asleep during the trip. One of the first day of vacation, I decided to go to the spa and spent a lot of money there. Harry didn't have to know about it. I pretended to have a cold and told him that it was okay for him to go skiing by himself.
No problem. I'm gonna give the locals a master class.
Finally, I wouldn't have to hide my fortune. I ordered all the treatments available at the hotel. When I entered the hammam, I heard a familiar laugh. The girls who kindly gave us a ride the day before were there. I popped in to say hello, but much to my surprise, I found Harry with them. My husband was having fun with the young girls. I went into a fit of rage.
Honey, are you feeling better?
Harry started making silly excuses. He told me that he had chosen the steepest ski slope, but ended up pulling a muscle, and that the girls offered to help him. However, I didn't want to listen. I didn't marry him so that he could cheat on me. The same evening, I sat at the bar feeling sad. My life plan had crumbled. All of a sudden, I heard a familiar melody. Harry was standing on one knee holding a microphone, singing our wedding song. He tried to beg me for forgiveness, but that only annoyed me even more. Then, Harry tried to force me to dance with him.
Come on! Have you forgotten how good we are together?
At that moment, a stranger saved me. He asked me if I wanted him to get rid of Harry. But there was no need. Next to that handsome man, Harry felt insignificant and left. The friendly stranger, on the other hand, stayed.
Can I get you something?
That evening, I said no. It took me a while to understand that both poor and rich can cheat. After all, money isn't what leads a man to cheat on you. Sometimes things break your heart, but fix your vision.